Hey, gamers and furry friends! What's up, everybody? It's your old pal Markiplier here, and today we've got something super exciting lined up for you. Whether you're a hardcore gamer, a casual player, or someone who just loves a good story, you're in for a treat. We're diving into a topic that's been buzzing around the internet like a swarm of angry bees in a Chuck E. Cheese ball pit. That's right, we're talking about the fascinating intersection of the Five Nights at Freddy's universe and the furry fandom. These two communities have more in common than you might think, and today we're going to explore those connections. Five Nights at Freddy's, or FNAF as it's often called, has captivated gamers with its eerie atmosphere and compelling lore. On the other hand, the furry fandom is a vibrant community of people who express their love for anthropomorphic animals through art, costumes, and storytelling. Both communities are passionate, creative, and sometimes misunderstood. Now, before you grab your pitchforks and torches, let's have a chill and informative chat, shall we? It's easy to jump to conclusions, but today, we're here to clear up some misconceptions and build bridges, not burn them. Let's take a moment to understand each other better. We're here to clear up some misconceptions and build bridges, not burn them. By the end of this video, I hope you'll have a newfound appreciation for both the FNAF community and the furry fandom. These groups are filled with talented, passionate individuals who just want to share their love for their respective interests. So buckle up, grab your favorite plushie, Freddy Fazbear or otherwise, and let's get this show on the road. Whether you're here for the jump scares or the furry art, there's something for everyone. Let's dive deep, have some fun, and maybe learn a thing or two along the way. Ready? Let's go.
Five Nights at Freddy's, a horror story, not a furry tale. Let's start with the basics. Five Nights at Freddy's, or Fnaf for all you cool cats and kittens, is a horror game franchise that has taken the gaming world by storm. Created by Scott Cawthon, this series has become a cultural phenomenon, spawning numerous sequels, spin-offs, and even a movie adaptation in the works. The goal? Survive 5 nights as a security guard at a family-friendly pizzeria called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. As the night watchman, you must monitor security cameras to keep an eye on the animatronic characters that roam the halls. But beware, these aren't your typical friendly mascots. These ain't your grandma's animatronic band. By day, they entertain children with their cheerful songs and dances. But by night, they become something far more sinister. These cuddly-looking critters turn into bloodthirsty killing machines at night. Yikes! They wander the darkened halls, and if they catch you, it's game over. The tension is palpable as you frantically switch between cameras, trying to track their movements and ensure your own survival. The game relies on jump scares, creepy atmosphere, and a lore so deep it could make a grown man cry to scare the living daylights out of you. Each night gets progressively harder, with the animatronics becoming more aggressive and unpredictable. The sense of dread builds as you inch closer to dawn, hoping to make it through another night. It's all about suspense, terror, and uncovering the dark secrets lurking within the pizzeria's walls. The story is rich with hidden clues and Easter eggs, encouraging players to piece together the dark history of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. From mysterious disappearances to haunted animatronics, the lore is as captivating as it is terrifying. So, if you're brave enough, dive into the world of Five Nights at Freddy's and see if you can survive the night. But remember, it's a horror story, not a furry tale. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Fnaf, don't forget to like and subscribe for more spine-chilling content.
Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Mark, those animatronics are kind of cute and fuzzy. That screams furry fandom. Hold your horses, my friend. Let's dive a bit deeper into this. While I appreciate a good fursuit as much as the next guy, who doesn't love a good costume party, there's a lot more to these animatronics than meets the eye. You see, there's a big difference between animatronic robots and people dressed up as animals. Fursuits are designed to be fun, friendly, and approachable. They're made of soft materials, often with vibrant colors and intricate designs. On the other hand, these animatronics aren't fuzzy because they're cuddly. They're fuzzy because they're old, worn-out robots with exposed wires and metal parts. These are machines built for a different purpose entirely. Remember, these guys are possessed by the souls of murdered children seeking revenge. That's a far cry from the playful and harmless nature of fursuits. Not exactly the kind of fluffiness you'd find at a furry convention. Furry conventions are all about community, creativity, and fun. People come together to celebrate their love for anthropomorphic animals, sharing art, stories, and experiences. Animatronics, however, are complex machines that require maintenance and repairs. They're designed to perform specific tasks, often in entertainment settings like theme parks or arcades. In the world of FNAF, these animatronics have taken on a life of their own, becoming central characters in a dark and twisted narrative. Their unsettling appearance and behavior are meant to evoke fear and suspense, not the warm and fuzzy feelings associated with fursuits. So while both fursuits and animatronics may share some superficial similarities, their purposes and the emotions they evoke are vastly different. One is about joy and creativity, the other about horror and intrigue. Next time you see an animatronic, remember the story behind it. It's not just a cute, fuzzy robot, it's a piece of a larger, more sinister puzzle. And that's what makes them so fascinating.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. A place of nightmares, not furry conventions. Let's talk about the setting for a hot minute. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. This ain't your local Chuck E. Cheese, folks. Sure, it's got pizza, arcade games, and singing animatronics, but it's also got a dark history of disappearances, murders, and enough paranormal activity to make Scooby-Doo and the gang turn tail and run. This is a place where childhood dreams go to die, not where furries gather to celebrate their love of anthropomorphic animals. Trust me, you won't find any fursuit parades or dance competitions happening here.
Section 5, Scott Cawthon's vision, horror, not furry fandom. Let's give credit where credit's due. Scott Cawthon, the mastermind behind FNAF, created the game with a specific vision in mind, pure, unadulterated horror. He drew inspiration from real-life events, urban legends, and his own fears to craft a truly terrifying experience for players. There's no evidence to suggest that Fnaf was ever intended to be a furry-themed game. In fact, Cawthon has never publicly associated the game with the furry fandom.
Section 6. The Bite of 87. A tragic accident, not a furry convention. Gone wrong. One of the most iconic events in FNAF lore is the infamous Bite of 87. This tragic incident involved an animatronic, rumored to be Fredbear, biting a security guard, causing severe damage to the frontal lobe. Now, some folks might joke about fursuits going rogue and causing mayhem, but let's be real for a second. The Bite of 87 was a horrific accident, not a furry convention gone wrong. It's a reminder that even in a world of make-believe and fantasy, terrible things can happen. Section 7. Purple Guy. A child murderer, not a furry fan. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather the purple guy in the back alley. William Afton, aka the Purple Guy, aka Springtrap, aka Glitch Trap. This guy has more aliases than a Hollywood celebrity. He's the main antagonist of the Fnaf franchise, responsible for murdering multiple children and stuffing their souls into the animatronic suits. He's a cold-blooded killer, driven by madness and a twisted obsession with death. Not exactly the kind of character you'd expect to find at a furry convention.
Section 8. Let's be friends. Or at least respect each other. Okay, so we've established that FNAF isn't about furries, but here's the thing, that's totally cool. Just because two fandoms might seem different on the surface doesn't mean we can't all get along. We're all gamers at heart, right? We love stories, characters, and worlds that transport us to different places and let us explore different parts of ourselves. So let's put aside our differences and celebrate what makes each fandom unique. Section 9, different fandoms, shared interests. You know what's even cooler? FNAF fans and furries actually have a lot in common. Both communities are incredibly creative, passionate, and dedicated to their respective fandoms. We love cosplaying as our favorite characters, creating fan art and animations, and coming up with our own theories and interpretations of the lore. We're all about expressing ourselves, having fun, and connecting with others who share our interests. So let's focus on those shared interests and build bridges instead of walls. Section 10. Celebrating diversity in gaming. One of the things I love most about the gaming community is its diversity. We've got people of all ages, backgrounds and interests coming together to share their love of games. That includes Fnaf fans, furries, and everyone in between. Let's celebrate that diversity and create a welcoming and inclusive environment for everyone. Section 11. Keep it spooky and respectful. So, there you have it, folks. Fnaf isn't about furries, and that's okay. Let's all be respectful of each other's interests and remember that at the end of the day, we're all here to have fun and enjoy the things we love. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a Freddy Fazbear plushie that needs a good hug. Or maybe I should keep my distance. You know what? On second thought, I'm just going to stick to playing the games. Keep it spooky and respectful, everyone.